Welcome back to a new video. Today's video is focused on 2022 movie entitled Detective Knight Redemption. And the official synopsis of this movie is: in custody in New York, Detective James Knight finds himself in the middle of a jailbreak led by the Christmas bomber, a brutal fanatic whose Santa Claus disciples are terrorizing the city. And before I give out my review, please like the video, dislike the video, do whatever you want. Follow me on Instagram at The Realest Reviews, where you will find more reviews on movies and TV shows. This movie is a sequel to the 2022 movie Detective Knight Rogue, and it is an interesting movie to say the least, as the story takes place sometime after the events of Detective Knight Rogue, with Bruce Willis now in jail awaiting trial for a few different charges that he committed in the last movie. The new villain in this movie is an interesting villain in my opinion, and I think that the new villain in here, I think he was a little bit better than the first movie's villain, as he is religious, he is somewhat political, he has different background experience in a lot of different things, and he was kind of a nut job when you look at things. And it is up to Bruce Willis and his partner to basically stop this newest villain's mission, as this newest villain's mission is to basically cause World War III and all kinds of just different chaos in here. But I felt like the story this time around, while not perfect, I think the story still had a few interesting moments here and there, as Bruce Willis does what he does best. He tries to get the job done. A lot of these characters in here are back from the first movie, and honestly, they do what they can with the story that they're given. I felt like the performances in here, they weren't as bad. As previously mentioned, most of the characters from the first movie are back in here. Bruce Willis, he gives out a typical performance as well. He really doesn't do much until the very last act of the movie, like 20 minutes left. And that is when he starts to go on a crazy rampage to stop this villain from completing his mission. The other performances in here with the other characters, they weren't as bad, as they all do their best. They all try to make this movie as good as they can. What I really did enjoy about this movie was the action in here. The action, the violence, the gruesomeness this movie offers, as there was a few different times where some crazy things does happen. Like the opening of the movie just shows some crazy mess happening with Santa Claus and his disciples just putting many people on some t-shirts and just getting away with it and just continuing his mission for like world domination in all aspects. But the action, the violence, the gruesomeness were one of the best parts of this movie. Now, when it comes to some of my issues, this movie is still within like the same levels like the first one. Like, it's not that good, but at the same time, it's not as bad with all that happens. Another thing that I did not like about this film was some of the villain's reasonings, as in why he's doing what he's doing. Now, with some of them, I understand, I get, but then when it came to a few of his other reasonings, I kind of did not get it. I was like, really? That's a reason why you're trying to cause this much chaos in the world and stuff like that? Like, if I think that had the villain's main reasonings been more structured and just been simple, he would have been a more dominant villain than what he was. And there is a new movie out, Detective Knight Independence, and I will be reviewing this movie real soon, possibly today. But I would say that despite that though, Detective Knight Rogue, it's not a bad film, but at the same time, it is not as good. Performances in here are not as bad. Bruce Willis, he does his best with what he's given. Action, violence, and stuff like that are some of the best parts of this movie. And if you're a huge Bruce Willis fan, or you somehow do like this movie series, then give this movie a watch, because you might like it, you might not. But I would say my rating for this movie would probably be maybe 2 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time.